Good morning. It's Roz here, Roz Boundy, Psychic Medium. And we're here to do our daily Lenormand card spread reading. And it's back to the lovely Rana George cards and the heart spread. So here we go. And it's a beautiful morning outside, and I've been under the peach tree picking up some beautiful peaches as well. So that's why my hair's up this morning. Good morning, Caro. How are you? Bet it's a gorgeous day at Menengi too. And Amira, lovely to see you here this morning. Just appreciate this gorgeous spread. I'm enjoying having this as a little bit of the just a bit of a difference on a weekend. So, high card, high Roz card at bottom in the middle is upside down. Is it really? Oh, okay. Good pick. You're probably right. Yep. Too cool. Did you get that from the picture this morning or looking at the spread now? Let me double check. What's the rest of them? Yep. All the rest are okay. That was a good pick, Diane. Lovely that you noticed. And Mary, you're glad to be watching again. Oh, thank you. And Deb, you're here as well. And you're still in bed. Do I need to actually put that on the screen? Probably not. It's okay. Earlier. Yeah, thank you for picking that. I just did them in a hurry. And sometimes with this deck, they are actually just that little bit harder to spot sometimes because of the way that the actual gilding is gold and shiny. Obviously, it's very shiny, isn't it? I'm hoping that you can see them clearly enough. It's the one thing with being a heart spread too. Here we've got the cover of the box that these come in. So it's the Rana George Lenormand deck. It's one of those that has the magnetic flap that opens up, and we get it like that. So that's a very good example of the gilding and how it shines. So that's the actual deck that I'm using. So it's a beautiful, beautiful set of cards. As with the Lenormand, they are actually quite a direct type of card because of the way that they're single words as the labels of the cards. They're not an oracle, it is Lenormand. So open up your own intuition as I'm just describing what I'm feeling from the cards as I'm seeing them from just that one label. And in the context of this is a heart spread, as you can see. And I am going to explain it just a little bit because I see that as the past influences what we're bringing in. This is the present moment that's right in the center. And of course, it's all around the focus card is this one is what that I suggest as far as the spread itself goes. The central one is that's a main focus. And here's that's suggesting what may be coming up. I don't call it future. It's just the opportunities, just the the possibilities. Nothing more. Or less. It's just what we can make of it for ourselves, really, because in anything, hi Sue, lovely to see you here too. With anything that we use as our guidance, none of it is set in concrete, and we do need to use our own discernment around what feels right and what doesn't. And sometimes it can shift because we have free will. This is pretty much a picture of just what's the at the moment factor of how my energy or the energy of the day is sitting. And because everything changes, who knows what the next moment might have presented if I'd have shuffled these cards and done them absolutely right now. As you know, I've laid them out about half an hour ago because I put the picture through to my profile. So what we've got, I found it intriguing as I saw them lay down, using the eyes and the feeling around. We're sensing from the heart, but we do use our other senses, our eyes, our ears. We might be hearing something that comes to us, a word or something you feel like someone's speaking to you that pops up as you're looking at the cards. You may just sense those words. Could be that you're seeing something else in the visual of your mind, not just even what you're physically seeing in the cards. But I did notice, the peak, the top of this heart shape, both of the man cards are actually sitting here being present. So it does give that feeling of a beautiful masculine energy, that there's strength in our day, that we're going to have that influence of some man or masculine, needing to tap into our courage, our strength, our standing up, our moving forward in that more, look, I wouldn't say testosterone, but I'll just say assertive mode. And it's not to say that women can't have in the feminine mode that assertiveness or strength and all that as well. But there is that difference that we perceive, that we feel from masculine, feminine. So tap into that masculine side of you today and allow that. That is the more, and I'm feeling it is the more sorting out the physical survival type needs. It feels like that a bit more, the hunter type rather than the gatherer that tends to be more on the feminine side. So tap into that and feel those energies, because it's what we're bringing in is the young man style of knowledge and what's experiences that's being brought into our present moment for today as well. All of that's the masculine, the way that we write, because here we've got the letter in this card here, and it's with the stars. So it's what we've dreamt of and what we've brought into the now. What we've already thought of and written down, and maybe we have kept journals and things like that we've got those experiences. Good morning, Shaz. How are you this morning? This beautiful, lovely, warm day, because it's starting to feel it outside already. Bringing what we've dreamt of into this present moment. So, and it's that part of us that has hopes and dreams. I'll say, let's put it that as being our hopes and dreams for what we have in our day today. And that may have involved here. I will state this one here is the Spirit card. It's one of the extras that Rana George has put in the deck. There is usually just 36 cards in the Lenormand deck. So she's got 4 extras in this particular designing of her deck. It's all the elements, everything that is the possibles, all, the air, fire, wind, whatever it is, air, fire, earth, water, and ethers or spirit. And each of those are held or are present in this actual picture. So being the central card for our spread here in this heart shape, it really is emphasizing that spirit, central, important work from that. And I find, spirit is love. It's that unconditional love. It's all that involves. It's absolutely everything. So make that your focus of the day, definitely. So Trina, good morning. You're here sharing time with us this morning as well. Thank you for being here. And as we're looking at this one, we've got that loyal dog. The dog is in that position of patience and waiting and being ready to move with us at any point in time, to give us love, to share that love, to be the epitome of an unconditional love. And I found that really intriguing, being directly above that spirit card. And but and if we look at our body, the way that we are taught in some of our spiritual practices is that the heart central chakra with spirit there, and we've got the frequencies that are higher above that being connected more to the spirit and cosmos, and those that are below is more for the physical and being in this world type thing. So here we have below the spirit card is actually one of the extras. It's number 39, and it's actually the bedroom. And it does sort of pertain to sexual integrity, sex, the physical of the expression of what our love is what I'm sensing in this one. It's not just go out and enjoy your sex today and that type of thing. it really is putting the full spirit of what is in that bedroom experience of intimacy. And it can just be go have a beautiful, relaxing sleep. It's not just that is the physical act of. It's that intimacy, getting to know those, your partner, those that you love around you in a more vulnerable way. And the bedroom does express that too. I just love it. It really does look like a boudoir type of a picture, but it's got so much else in there. It's shining the light on what is love. It's bringing forward that intimacy that I do feel it's a vulnerable card, a vulnerable position. It's getting to know someone in a depth that you don't normally in your everyday interaction, of course. And it is definitely for that. It is the loved ones, the loved, most loved person in your life that might be that loving partner for the bedroom as well. So I'm feeling that is, it's covering all those rooms. So, and it doesn't have to be just that is the sex. It is all of that, plus just the touch, the words we use, the glances even, it's that vulnerability and connection, the connection. So, and then we're moving that into that shining light of what is our strengths and not weaknesses, but the things that we're holding on to that we don't need to. I think it's because the cross really is, for me, it does indicate those things that we have learnt and picked up from what is our history in some respects. The upbringing is what I'm thinking of. And good morning, Mary. Lovely to see you here too. So I'm feeling that with this, we've got that strength of the masculine and bringing it forward in a more practical, do something with it type of a way as well. And the sun being that yang energy that's mostly connected with the masculine as well, because we have the moon being more connected with the feminine. Here we do have that sun as the masculine. And it's a very heavily oriented to the masculine energy this morning, well, today. And seeing that the forecast for the weather is going to be for a hot day, I just find the cards are just so appropriate. Feeling with the practicality of how do you actually let drop responsibilities that you've held for so long, let drop, move on those beliefs that you might have held for so long. In love, we need to acknowledge that what we have experienced is our wonderful experiences, and some of those things that we have done because we've felt responsible for doing them, that we've been told we have to, and all of that stuff. There are moments, and it's today, to re-look at them and say, if it is needed to be said to someone else, look, that's not something I'm going to do in that way anymore, even if it's just something that's to do with because it's always been done that way and it's become habit. There is that saying, it takes 21 days to create a new habit, and I'm feeling it's not so much creating habits. I'm feeling that this one is more that we're needing to actually look at how some of those are serving us. Is it time to have them being handed over to someone else, or we don't have to do it anymore at all for anyone? It's just time that particular connection is finished. So I'm feeling with this that, and a cross is too about faith and stepping into what is your faith. I'm feeling it really is looking at what we're needing to be doing in that realm of, is it serving me? Is it serving the general community, humanity connection? So some things we do aren't always conducive to that, good for all type thing, and can be quite along a, well, I suppose a slightly more selfish line. So just have a look at that. with what you're carrying. What is it that you're doing as your habits? And bringing that sunshine. Yes, we're going to have sunshine here in Australia through the day. I'm just going to have a look at that. It's almost like, in this depiction, it's almost like the sun is the crown on our pillars of strength. And that certainly supports what is the more masculine energies for today. Right. So if if there's any questions that you're wanting to ask at any point with some of these cards and the rest, because the Rana George ones are a little bit different in how they're depicted, you might have picked up something differently to how I've explained it. And I'm quite open to having feedback about the cards in general, how I might have interpreted them, and whether you feel that there's something a little different that you can add to the chat. So it's great with the technology that we have. I love it because what you can do, and they are a great set of cards. I thoroughly agree, Diane. I just find any of the cards really intriguing, just the different ways. There is a troll there, so please do not respond to that. I don't have my Facebook open, so I can't do anything about it at this point. I'm not even going to acknowledge the name. So you can watch the replay at any point. Just pick out which ones you're attracted to. I love to have discussion about cards. So, and it's going to be something that I'll be more, focused into the card reading group. I can't quite remember how I've named it. But anyway, it's there. So put some ideas in there. If you're not a member, if you haven't joined that one, certainly go and ask to join it. I think it's Roz Boundy Psychic Medium Card Reading Group. And I'll put a link to it there at some point as well afterwards, because I go back and edit, check this out. What is the chat and all the rest, because I love it to actually interact with you further. Tomorrow morning it will be 8 o'clock as well, and we'll see how the day pans out as to what else there might have been as a result of what the connection is with the day. I'm going to probably be back again through the day sometime. I've got a few things to do, like harvesting some peaches off the tree before they fall on the ground and bruise, because they're just so lovely, plump and ripe. And going to dehydrate some of those, and whatever we do with our lovely fruit trees and etc. And because I just felt very flat last night, rather than doing the Friday's Intuitive chat, I decided today I'd pop back in and do a surprise, but I don't know what time it's going to be, so keep an eye out. If you're around, certainly pop in. Yum, exactly, they're a white flesh peach. They're absolutely beautifully juicy and yummy tasting. Unfortunately, when they drop off the ground, they can bruise a bit. So a little bit of processing, because there's so many. The tree is so loaded, absolutely loaded. And I am going to need to do some dehydrating for those. Beautiful when they're dehydrated too. So got a few things to do. I hope you really, really enjoy your day today and whatever you choose to do. For those of you who are in the hot regions of South Australia, our temperature predictions are high. It is summer here in Australia, so wherever you are in Australia, keep cool. Wherever you are in your place and space in the world, be the best person that you can be, and just love life, love you, love those around you, and our humanity, as mixed up and chaotic as we can be. It's still a joy to be alive. So namaste until either today, later, or tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. And don't forget, I am available. Well, we're still trying to nut out a problem that's on the website. So use the Facebook connection. And I haven't got that one up at the moment. Next time I'll be more organised. Bye for now.